Hello, my dear Virgos. This is Clarity 1129, and welcome to your May 2023 predictions. So, my hardworking Virgos, let's see what this month has in store for you. I will be following the usual format, and I will be taking out an overarching energy for the month card from the Moonology deck, and thereafter we will be taking our 4 cards from the tarot for your general outlook, love, romance and relationships, spiritual growth, as well as your career and finances, right? Now, as I shuffle these cards, let me let you know, you would already know that we've had a solar eclipse on the 20th of April in the sign of Aries, and we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio in the month of May, on 5th of May to be precise. All right, and Mercury as well has gone retrograde from 21st of April when the new moon was in Taurus, and it is likely to carry on till the 14th of May. And the Mercury retrograde effect, since it is in earth signs, it is in Taurus, it is going to affect all the earth signs more than others. So just a word of caution, if you're going to be starting anything new which you can't avoid postponing till after the 14th, and you absolutely must do it, make sure that before signing anything, read the contracts carefully, reread it if required. Before putting your name to anything, check and recheck and doubly check. As it is, Virgos are known to be extremely, perfectionists of the zodiac, and you have your own, you're so critical about everything that you really, and you are most to your own self and the things that you do. But this time you're being asked still, if you just feel that no, you leave it to someone else, no, see it yourself, check it yourself before, especially if it's written, anything that's written. But even otherwise, in your communications, just see, you are ruled by Mercury, so this is a double thing for you and Geminis, right? Your ruling planet is Mercury, and since it's retrograde, it's very important when you communicate, whether verbally or in written, you don't leave anything which is implied, because the other person is not going to get what you're trying to say. So spell everything out clearly, be brief, be in your communication if required, but just say it like it is. Don't leave loose ends wherein the other person can interpret it in any which way, because it will go the wrong way. And I have done readings for the solar eclipse and new moon in Taurus, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description box below. I've also done a couple of shorts videos for Mercury retrograde, which I will also link in the description box below. All right, and now let's get into your reading, my dear Virgos. And it says, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. All right, now we are sandwiched between the eclipses as I'm doing your reading, and this is going to carry on because the lunar eclipse, as I said, is on the 5th. Now, and since the Mercury retrograde is on, there are a lot of themes from your past which have been holding you back, which will keep coming up. And they keep coming up for a reason, because it's there to haunt you till you finally get comfortable with it, in the sense that you actually live through it instead of hiding from it or sweeping it under the carpet. Actually bring it in front of you, face it, and put an end to it once and for all. Make peace with it. Know that this was in your past. It has happened. You can't not make it happen. All you can do is learn lessons from it and let it go. And do not sit in the energy of guilt. It has never served anybody. All it can do to you is take you away from your full potential. So make sure that you are kind to yourself in the process and kind to those around you. All right, and just forgive people involved. Everyone acts from a place where they think it's the best way to be. They're all trying to protect themselves. No one's against you. They're all just trying to be self preserving, but they end up hurting people. So give them that benefit of doubt and liberate yourself. When you forgive people, it's basically to liberate yourself and nothing else. All right, Now, I'm going to be using the Giant Rider Waite. This is my latest edition, and I've been telling all the signs, and I'm intend to tell all the other signs as well. All right, so here we are going to take out 4 cards from the Giant Rider Waite, a gift from my husband, and you can get a good look at the cards. So for your general outlook, you get the 3 of Swords. What's happening, Leo? I'm sorry, Virgos. Very unlike your reading. For your love, romance, and relationships, the 5 of Cups. For your career and finances, the 4 of Wands. And for your spiritual journey, the Hangman. Okay. I'm going to further amplify and or clarify all these cards with other cards. And we'll begin with clarifying the overarching energy with the old style Lenormand. And you get Whips 11, and this is so befitting for you, Virgos. People don't realize this about you, but yes. I'm going to take out 2 cards now from the tea leaf fortune telling cards. I'm going to keep my eyes closed. I mean, it is already closed. I'm going to shuffle the cards and pull out 2 cards for you, whatever wants to come out. I think I have 2. Do I have 2 or 3? I'm going to put this one back in. Okay. And you get Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, and Purse, pay attention to your finances. Okay. To further amplify and or clarify your love, romance, and relationships, I'm going to take out another new deck of mine, which is the True Love Oracle, which is a gift from my mother. And you get emotional freedom. Beautiful. For your career and finances, we're going to take out 1 card from the Making Magic Oracle by Priestess Moon. And you get little luxuries, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. And last but not the least, we're going to take out 1 card from the Soul's Journey Oracle to further amplify and or clarify your spiritual growth. And you get Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So we are going to do this basic portion of your reading, my dear Virgos, before we take out advice cards for you and whatever else there is. All right. So you are dealing with heavy energies in the month of May, my dear. Why do I keep saying Leos? My dear Virgos. So as I was saying earlier, to begin with, there is something from your past. You know, it could be something your parents said when you were a little kid, or something your, friends have said, or someone you were in love with said to you, or it could be anybody, familial, your teachers, your friends, your family members, someone who was dear to you. Either they have said something which has actually stung you, which has brought down your self-esteem, or it could be a combination of all these people. We are all living with human beings. Unfortunately, it's not with animals. If you were living with animals, life would have been forgiving. if you live with a dog, no matter what you do, you're the best. But when you live with human beings, they do criticize. I mean, either they criticize for your own good, or they criticize because they are irritated and they want to project it onto you. But for some reason, if we keep dealing with human beings, which we have been doing all our lives, chances are that we all have wounded egos, wounded self-esteem. Our inner child must be crying somewhere, all right? And these are the themes that keep coming up year after year, month after month, whenever there are these major planetary shifts. Something or the other comes up, just so that we may revisit this and work, on it and liberate ourselves. And this is what you're being asked to do. So there is something in your past which is holding you back, which makes you feel less than, all right? It is that something because of which you keep talking down to yourself, my dear Virgos. People, when you talk about anyone, you ask them about Virgos, they say, they're really so critical about everything. They're never happy. They're finding faults with everything. What people don't realize is that you find the maximum faults with yourself. You're the hardest on yourself. But now it's time for you to start being kind to yourself. And in being kind to yourself, you liberate yourself from all the things that have been holding you back. You don't need to be a perfectionist. As long as you're putting in your best effort in the right direction, you're human. You will make mistakes. That's not the end of the world. I'm going to just pause the video here. Sorry about that. So, what was I saying here? So, even if something has happened in the past and you've made a mistake, it is okay. The minute you realize that you've made a mistake, that is it. You just take the lesson from there and liberate yourself from it. You are human. As long as you're human, you'll make a mistake. You'll make a mistake again and again and again. Try not to make the same mistake. But even if you do make the same mistake, it is okay. You are a work in progress, as are we all, and that is okay. And you need to understand that. And you need to also, when you're dealing with other people, realize that they are also humans and they will also make mistakes. So be kind to yourself and be kind to people around you, all right? Don't take everything so seriously. It's one life. It's meant to be enjoyed. You're just meant to be happy. And that's the most important thing. And I feel that you really beat yourself up over something that has not happened, especially if there's something that you've done wrong and someone close to you has criticized you for it. It is something that really brings you down. And it's almost like it just, dark clouds come over you and you don't see anything else. And you are supposed to know more than anyone else that others don't decide who you are. If you're here on this planet, if you're breathing, you are worthy. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to provide anything. You don't have to say anything. You are worthy. That is it, period. And this is something you really need to repeat 10 times a day if you require, but definitely in the morning when you wake up and before you go to sleep, you need to say to yourself that you are worthy and believe it. And not just because you're doing well in your career or you have a big home or that you're wonderful to look at. No, just because you are breathing, just because you are alive, you are worthy. So be kind to yourself and be kind to the next person, all right? And don't put anyone on a pedestal, including yourself, and don't look down upon anyone either, all right? We are all equals here and we need to treat each other as such. We all have a different story going on in the background with others that have no idea about. So kindness is the way forward. Now your general outlook, again, you get the 3 of Hearts. You are very sad, my dear Virgos, and this is when you come into the month of May, this is the energy that you have. But things are going to brighten up. Now see, when we were talking about this, the lights had just gone off, you could make out, and now the lights have come back as I've said this, because things are going to brighten up in your life, all right? Whatever has gone wrong in the past, you have the power to make it right. But that is the key, that you have the power. Don't give your power away. If this person is happy, then I am happy. If that person, is happy with what I have done, then I have done a good job. No. Whichever area it is in your life, be it your parents, be it your loved, your romantic partner, be it your children, be it your siblings, whoever it is, be it your best friends, They do not have power over you. You give them power because you love them, but it should never be in such a way that you can't take that power back and that they tell you what to do or they dictate terms and conditions. That's not the way it works. Neither do you take power over them, nor do you give your power away. Why would you want to do that? All right, and if you have been doing that, and I feel you have, which is why this heart, someone can break your heart one time, but if you're going to replay it over and over in your mind, then you are the one who's responsible for breaking your heart over and over again, and you need to get out of this energy. To further amplify or clarify this, but pay attention to your finances and taking a vacation physically or mentally. I feel that maybe you planned a holiday with someone, or maybe your family or someone close to you. You had said that you'll take them on a vacation maybe, and then something, or they wanted to buy something or purchase something and you didn't have the money to provide, and maybe they called you a failure for some reason and you're taking that to heart. All these little episodes which happen, they happen to trigger you to be able to go back to where it was when you were first triggered. Where is it that you have taken those things and taken it to heart, and you have not dealt with it, but the pain lies within. So day to day we come across these terrible instances and episodes just during the retrograde season especially, and eclipses, so that we can go back and process, go way back in our memory, the oldest thought, and then slowly move forward from it. Where did you feel this way before? And then go there, forgive those people involved who made you feel that way. Forgive yourself for not being able to fight back because you were vulnerable, you were small, you were scared. And forgive yourself for the energy that you were in, because that's all you could do at that time. And know that those people who dealt with it did not know that they were doing this damage to you either. So forgive them, forgive yourself, liberate it, cry if you have to, but let it go. And then you'll find that when these situations happen in your life, you're better equipped to handle them. Coming to your love, romance, and relationships, again, there's a lot of sorrow here, my dear Virgos. My heart really goes out to you. I'm sending you so much of love. Something has not worked out in the past. It's broken your heart, and you're looking at all these spilled cups, and you feel it's the end of the world. There's nothing beautiful left anymore for you. Everything is lost. And that's because you're concentrating only here. Everything is not lost. The Two of Cups, the ultimate union, the happiness, your happily ever after is still standing there behind you. But you are just concentrating on what went wrong and how it went wrong and how you didn't do what you had to do and how you not, you were taking all the blame for everybody's actions. You're taking it on yourself. All right. And you are being asked, you are being guided to free yourself from it. Look at this, emotional freedom. The horse with wings is the Pegasus, isn't it? There is so much for you to discover if you would look from a different perspective. The number 13 and the number 4 could be significant, and the number 2 could be significant to you as well. Liberate yourself from this cycle. Allow the cycle to come to a close, and that will happen when you work through your fears, because there is something from your past which is getting you stuck in the same patterns, and you're just stuck emotionally. Free yourself. With all the stars here, it's such a beautiful card. You are magical. You are a divine being. Understand that. You're here just for a short time, and this is the time to make yourself, liberate yourself from all these shackles of the 3D world, and know that you're meant to be happy, and you get to decide that you want to be happy, and no one can hold you back from that. Coming to your career and finances, you get the 4 of Wands. So there's going to be a reason to celebrate. There's something that you've been working on. In the past. So you're getting with this little luxuries here, generates luxurious experience and surroundings. And with pay attention to your finances here, I feel that you're going to be coming into a lot of money maybe, and maybe there are people around you who've been eyeing your riches. So just be careful about your money. Again, if you're planning to invest wisely. Just don't go because everyone's doing something. Don't do the same thing. Follow your inner guidance, follow your intuition. There's a lot of money and abundance coming your way. There's reasons to celebrate as far as your career and finances are concerned. So, but just be careful that with your money, in the sense that safekeeping, and investing in the right place, and saying that, you don't, the minute you come into money, you'll find that somehow the scammers can smell, and they're all going to be looking in your direction. So if you feel that you're coming into a lot of wealth, whoever it is, you may not suspect them, but it's just precaution. And last but not the least, we come to your spiritual growth. You get the Hangman. And this is beautiful. You are going to be working on your fears. You're going to liberate yourself and stop being so critical about yourself. Take your power back. And then you have this epiphany or aha moment. You've been calling yourself a failure all your life, thinking that what you do and what you say and how you are in a relationship, that defines you. But it doesn't. I was listening to a beautiful little 2-minute, 3-minute snippet by Sadhguru, and he's an Indian mystic, and he's got nuggets of wisdom. And he was just saying that the life that we are, this breathing life, all right, which is there within this body and mind, that is the real deal. The mind and the body, the ingredients of this life, which make it sustain here. Everything else, your car, your job, your relationships, everything else, these are just accessories. And we spend our entire life just gathering accessories, crying over them, giving our power away to the accessories or to our the ingredients that make us, but not to the real us, which is life. So if you're breathing every morning, just be grateful for it and know that the power is still with you. All right, so this is the lesson you have to take from here. Now, this is as far as your basic reading is concerned, my dear Virgos. I really feel for you, but I know that by the time the season is over, you are going to have a lot of peace and abundance, and you are going to liberate yourself from this. Emotional freedom is going to be yours. So just keep working at it and be kind to yourself amongst everything else, and you get passion. You will find your creativity, your passion, everything getting ignited once you learn to forgive yourself and take your power back. So if you've been feeling less creative, or if you've been feeling lack of passion in the things that you do, and you just you're not doing the things that you love to do, you're just letting things just go, you don't care for anything anymore, then it's time for you to liberate yourself from these things that you're stuck with. There's so much more to you as a life than these accessories that you're worrying about. That wasn't a very pleasant sound. Stag spirit, the number 58, the number 13, or the number 4 could be significant. Again, with the 13 here and 4, maybe 13 and 4 have got some significance. So if those numbers pop up, just pay attention to what's happening around you. Maybe there is something in it for you to be alerted or for you to be aware of. All right, and with this, take the lead. Yes, and this is not taking the lead of people around you, but taking the lead as far as you are concerned. You have the power to change your life. You have the power over yourself. You are the only one who's responsible for yourself. Take the lead. Take your life back in your hands. All right, my dear Virgos. So that's as far as the advice is concerned. So where is it that you're going to see maximum changes in the month of May in your life and you get success? Yes, with this card here with the 4 of Wands and little luxuries, there is a lot of success waiting to happen, all right, as far as your career and finances are concerned. Now, if there's any time-specific question on your mind, when and such a such thing happening, the answer is June. Anytime between now and June, whatever it is that you've been waiting for is going to come to you. And one last question you can focus on, for which you wanted some sort of a confirmation from the universe. You've been asking the gods for an answer. Well, the angels have come down to give you an answer. So just think about your question. And the answer is improving health. I think you got this last time as well. So there is something got to do with your health, my dear Virgo. For some of you it's physical, for others of you it's mental, emotional. With this emotional freedom here, I think maybe for a lot of you, you're having psychosomatic problems maybe. All right, I'm not a doctor, but this is what's coming very strongly in the cards. Maybe it is your emotional state of mind or your mental state of mind which is actually affecting your physical body. You're actually showing physical symptoms, but the basis of that is in your in your mind, in your emotions, and you need to be improving your health. So go back here, work on fears. Whenever there's a trigger, when someone says something and it really hurts you, go back and to your oldest memory that made you feel that way, and then start processing from there. It's a long process, but it's worth it. It will liberate you, and I'm not just saying it, I have done it, so I'm telling you this, and it will really, really help you. And you'll find that slowly and steadily, when you start working towards your health, it'll come naturally. You don't really have to put in effort, because you have liberated yourself from this emotional tangle that you are in. It will take time. Don't rush the process, but slowly and steadily you will get the power back in your hands, and it is going to be so liberating. Seriously, if you're watching this reading, and this is all that you need to do, is to take your power back, my dear Virgos. And even if one of you out of all of you out there do it, I will consider myself blessed to have been able to do this reading for you. All right, so till next time, take good care of yourself, sending you lots of love and light. Bye bye.